Yeah.
Some kind of papaya mango soul drink. Very cool.
Is this where the turn?
You will only die once.
Yeah. I was thinking this, no?
like traditional fried Panamanian.
Oh, I have a picture on La Taberna. Look, it loaded pictures. La Taberna looks
Fancy.
good.
Forget it.
Okay.
Hard to find them. Dígame, María, que yo sé que ya estoy ahí. Y es una tontería porque yo sé que ahorita la clave. Quiet, please. Be silent. Quiet. And you see the bats on the bar.